Hey, we're gonna try again. Hello, everybody in the Dragon family. Rhea here. Just wanted to check in and touch base with you guys this week. I love to go live every Thursday or Friday and just connect. So I'll give a couple minutes here for people to jump on. I know we tried earlier and the internet signal here was just not cooperating. We've got a snowy day and so funky things going on with the internet. What I wanted to share today is one of the things. I watched this beautiful dragon movie last night, I Am Dragon. It was made in Russia, so it's got American or English subtitles. And thank you to Suzanne Niemtan for posting that in the group. I hope everybody takes an opportunity to watch it. It's really beautifully done. Love the characters, love the filming, love the scenery, love the storyline, love the actors, and yeah, maybe it's just me because I love dragons so much, but it moved me on a deep level. And what I wanted to share about it was one of those pieces where you watch this character. He is both the dragon and the human, and what that triggers for us who have those dragon connections, and what it sort of mirrored for our own journey. What I see, and I'm just going to move the camera down just to here, is so much of that with his fear of his own power. And these are things that as your dragon awakens within you, like what kinds of things you're going to go through as you start connecting to your dragon guides. And, you know, maybe you don't realize, or maybe you're not yourself a dragon or haven't been in a previous incarnation. But you might just have those strong connections and ties that will start triggering memories from your past experiences with those beings or those parts of yourself. And so as you go through that, expect and know that you might be challenged with being afraid of them at some point. And you can see how most storylines like this movie, there's a lot of fear around the dragon. Even he was afraid of himself. He wanted to be able to not be a violent being. And he wanted to just be normal. He wanted to be human. He wanted to be, but he loved that dragon aspects of himself. So how did he merge and meld these pieces of himself when he had no control over what the dragon would do? And the dragon was acting out of fear because it just wanted to be loved, which is why they were so persecuted for so long. They were misunderstood, and like any animal, go on the defensive, right? They're gonna lash out because they were always attacked and hunted. So I just saw these beautiful parallels in the film that I thought would be fun to talk about with you guys and just bring up, because it hit home with me in my own journey. Yes, hitting some of that fear of my power, and that's a big one for people that usually hits some part of their awakening. And that when I'm working with clients one-on-one, that's one of the things we go through. Why and how was your power misused that's leading you to be afraid of that part of yourself, afraid of really tapping into and owning and empowering yourself to hold all those reins, to hold all that capacity, not just for love, but for energetic flow, because you do open your heart when you work with the dragons. Your heart opens in a huge way, and it's almost like you become the massive size of that heart that you are capable of, because it's so intense and so big, and it burns with this deep, deep fire. I love the term fire heart and dragon heart because they are both so representative of the massiveness of the love that can be carried. But in that, it's also this power that can be carried, and it's power with love, and it's love with power, and how those balance, and sort of in the whole idea today that's been bandied around in the group with the lion and the dragon side by side that I posted, and how that dragon represents that balanced union, and the lion is this ferocious, and yet there's pieces of both there. So what else comes up in our journey when we start? And I know someone's there, I just can't see who it is right now. Welcome. A lot of times people who are opening to their dragons move through some blocks around shame of how they misuse their power, shame of how they attacked or hurt or didn't actually live out their purpose in their incarnation. And gosh, I'm going to try and flip this so I can see who's there. I just can't see it. Go ahead and post a comment so that I can see who's there, giving me that lovely heart. Good to see you. So our fear of our power, our fear of owning it, and our fear of, oh, Christiana, hello, my dear. Our fear of persecution. a lot of us have memory, cellular memory of being imprisoned in chains, tortured, and actually shackled, some as human, but also as dragon. I had very vivid memories of being shackled as dragon and imprisoned and used for labor or just tortured. And it took me a long time to work through those. And so as a guide, is what I do is help people move through that piece when you get to it in your own journey. Because it's very real. Those memories are in your cells, all of your DNA that's connected. And as you light it up and activate it, which is what the dragons do for us, it makes it come to light. Everything that gets hit with new vibration brings it to the light of day. And so some of those things are going to start rising. So just know that if you're hitting some shadow, or if you're hitting some fear or shame, or you're not really sure where it's coming from, you haven't done anything in this lifetime that you're aware of that needs to be addressed, there is cellular stuff. There is also communal stuff that when we work with some of the higher level dragons, we start working on a communal level for humanity and clearing Gaia's pathways and those of the greater human collective. So it's just all parts and pieces, and I love that the movie brought these pieces up. I love the tenderness in the movie and how you can see his shift in his human self, where he's just longing for that connection. He's longing to have human or dragon connection, but that to share his heart. He's got this huge heart. And how at the end, I love this, and I shouldn't give it away, but the tenderness that is shown between the two of them when he actually lays his head in her lap. And it's just the level of tenderness, they captured it beautifully. There's a level of tenderness there that I feel in my connection with the dragons that just really hit my heart in watching it. So, gosh, I hope you have a weekend chance to see it. I know, Christiana, you're trying to find it in the French version. You might have to deal with English subtitles, and I don't know if you have Amazon Prime or not, but online you might be able to just rent it or find a French version to rent. Amazon Prime streams it with the English subtitles for free, so even if it's for free, you'd probably get a lot out of just listening to it in English. So anyway, just wanted to reconnect and share a little bit of why the movie touched me and how it affects our journey and what might trigger for you in watching it. Highly recommended, and I just hope that you're moving through on your journey and have a great weekend with your dragons. So we will see you next time. Bye. Bye, Christiana.